Hello, welcome back to another video on the channel. Today I'm going to be walking through how to set up basic Hypixel API pulls and requests. This guide's going to be for beginners, newbies starting off with the API who aren't so familiar with grabbing basic resources. Alright, so there's a few basic things we want to do before we get started. So if you load up your CMD, get command prompt up. There's two things we want to install once we've got our Python running. I'm using Visual Studio Code. You can use whatever you want. It works perfectly fine. So first we want to grab pip install mojang. Install that. This is for pulling back and forward UUIDs for users. And then next we want to pip install requests. This will help us grab the API token and get all that data straight from Hypixel. Now that that's all installed, you can close command prompt, or you won't be needing that anymore. Alright, first of all we want to get our requests. So firstly we want to chuck just import requests, and from mojang import mojang API. This is just going to get us started off, so we won't have any back and forth stuff. This is the same as what we've just pip installed. Alright, to start off with the actual code, we want to go user input equals string input and then just some text. So enter your Minecraft username. That's pretty simple. We'll add some arrows pointing towards. So that will pop up in our console requesting the user to input their username. Pretty basic. Next we want to transfer that string of text that they've entered into a Minecraft UUID. This is how we identify players, and it makes it so much easier for when we're using the Hypixel API. So what we want to do is we want to go UUID. We go equals mojang API dot get underscore UUID, and then brackets, we want to go user input. So that's grabbing user input, chucking it through Mojang's API, setting UUID to our user input's UUID. And now next what we're going to do is we're going to grab that user ID and request for all the Hypixel data from their Hypixel servers to be pulled down into our Python page. So we're going to do that. We want to store it in a variable. We're going to go request link string, and I will be pasting my API link. The key here will be blurred, so you won't be able to use it. To get that, you just need to log on to the Hypixel server and do /API, I believe. And then that should give you your token, which you'll put in here. And then we keep this bit at the end blank. We're going to put just a simple plus UUID. So that's going to be getting this string and just adding that to it, so it's requesting all our data from this link. This is helpful because most people won't know their UUID off by heart, and it's really easy if we have a username input. We can instantly just have that UUID converted and put straight into the API, rather than automatically assuming your API and manually having to put it in there. So that just makes things a bit simple with our code. So what we're going to do now is add a area for all that data to be grabbed in and chucked into one place. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a request. So I'll label the variable hi data, and we're going to go requests dot get, and then we're going to go request link. So now that's grabbing this link that we've set up prior with the UUID, chucking into here and fully requesting it. And then we just got to add .json and close brackets. This is just making sure the format is in .json. So what we're going to do now is we're going to print out all of the data that is in that we've just requested, so we're going to print out high data. So just go print brackets high data. This is just going to, everything we've requested here from the API itself, using your UID, should print out here. So if we run our code, it'll ask for our username. Go arcplace underscore, that is mine. Enter that. It's going to spew out all of this jumble. So this is all stored in a more organized JSON file, but since we're just printing it here, it's pretty messy. So what we should do with this is sift through it. You can look at whatever categories. I recommend going into Chrome with a proper viewing tool. You can get them in Chrome extensions. There'll be some links in the description that I would recommend, and you can just use that link on Chrome and have a look through some of the categories. What we're going to be doing today is we're going to be looking through and grabbing the username of the player, and 2, we're going to grab their karma value, just as a little show how this data works. So we'll get rid of print.highData, and we're going to go set the player value, which will be player equals. So this is grabbing out the high data, so we want to do high data square brackets. We want to go player, so this is the category in the API, and then another subcategory will be display name. So this is grabbing, as it shows, the display name that is stored in the API when we request it. So if we want, we can go print player. Using that, it should request our name again. Upon scrolling down, it should request our name again. We'll go arcplace underscore, and then we go. It prints our name. So that wasn't just the name here, as shown. It is grabbing it directly out of the Hypixel API and sending it back. That's not as impressive, as it's just my name. We already know my name. So let's get into the karma value. So for karma, it's pretty self-explanatory. We go karma equals high data square brackets. We go player, and then more square brackets. We go player karma. Alright, so now we've got that. That should store our karma value in karma, and we can go do a small string that goes print brackets. We'll make it an F string so we can have our values. Want to go bracket squiggly brackets player space has, then we want to go karma, and then we just want to say karma. So that should display our name and say has our karma value and then karma. That should be a lot nicer. Now running that, requests our name, arcplace underscore, and then upon request, as shown, arcplace has 10 million karma. This is pretty much all that I'm going to be showing. If you want to, you can make it a bit nicer by going karma equals quotation marks, and then we go squiggly brackets, column, comma, another squiggly brackets. And then we'll do dot format bracket karma. That just sets karma value to a formatted version of karma. That adds some commas in between, which just makes it look a lot nicer. Alright, let's run that. Ask for Minecraft username, arcplace underscore, and should display our value. So there we have it. Arcplace has 10,919,155 karma. Thanks for watching this video. Hope it explained a lot. We'll be doing more in-depth videos on this. We'll do some Bed Wars stats, maybe Sky Wars, show you maybe how to do some image manipulation with these stats. But yeah, it will all range from some beginner stuff to some really in-depth stuff. Hope you enjoyed this quick tutorial. Have a good day.